Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Hi, everybody. Just warming up, let everybody get in. Hi, John D. Hi, Damien. Hi, Larry. Who else we got? We got John's Journeys. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I had a very busy, hectic one, and it has to do a lot with our stories that we're going to talk about today. There was a lot of action over the weekend in Thailand, both in Bangkok and in Pattaya. And I'm talking combat sports. So we'll get into that. Some legends were facing off this weekend, and some fun results. Also, it was, I think we're finally done with Halloween. We might still be. I do still have my Michael Jackson costume in the corner in case there is, I have an emergency and there's some more Halloween celebration that has to happen. But I think we're finally done with it here in Thailand. It felt like it was going on forever. And now we're starting to see the Christmas decorations go up. Yay! I know, first week of November, that's exactly what's going to happen. What's up, Scott? Hello from Chicago. Hey, sick puppy. I'm glad you survived the weekend. It's always up in the air. Thailand's new 4 a.m. closing time is a joke, says sick puppy. We'll get into that, too. I have some news on that because some big districts are trying to change their policies regarding that closing time. Hi from New Zealand. What's up, Phil? How's it going? New Plymouth. That's funny. Plymouth. Am I the old Plymouth in America? And now you're the new Plymouth? Oh, interesting. But yeah, I was hanging out with a Kiwi this weekend too, and you guys, I think that I don't know, something about New Zealanders. They're just like the most chilled out, awesome people on the planet. Can't wait to get down there one day. I'd love to check it out. All right. Well, anyways, guys, we got some stories for you today. I want to get into it, and then let me know what you think about the stories in the live chat, because I'm going to be hanging out with you afterwards to hear what you have to say about all of the exciting things that are going on around Thailand today. So, Tan, you're good with the story order, right? I'm going to lead with Muay Thai? Yeah. Cool. All right. Cool. Well, why allow bars to stay open if they can't serve alcohol? That's a good question, puppy. But anyways, we'll talk about that in just a second. Yeah, sometimes at the end of the night, maybe a nightcap isn't what you need anyways. Can I stop with WhatsApp? Johnny's not into how I deliver the news. I'm sorry, Johnny. Anyways, I appreciate any and all feedback. All right, so let's get into it, guys. Ready? Cool. Good morning, Thailand. My name is Alex, and I'm here with some of the Tigers updates from around the land of smiles, starting with our main story as two Muay Thai legends faced off this weekend in Pattaya, and we have the results for you. So, in a historic showdown that has set Pattaya, Thailand ablaze with excitement, Muay Thai legends Buakaw, the White Lotus, Banchamek, and Saenchai collided in the main event of BKFC Thailand 5, bringing fans to the edge of their seats. Both Titans, still at the pinnacle of their powers in their early 40s, displayed a masterclass of skill and determination, bare-knuckled and unbowed. Buakaw, the two-time K1 world champion with a formidable record, and Saenchai, the king of the ring with an incredible 70-fight undefeated streak, traded powerful blows in a battle for the ages. The play-by-play was electrifying as Buakaw advanced with strategic leg kicks and Saenchai countered with piercing elbows. It was a breathtaking dance of martial prowess, clinches, and tactical dumps, culminating in a nail-biting unanimous decision. With each round escalating in intensity, Buakaw emerged victorious, outlanding Saenchai and sealing the deal with scores of 49-46, 50-46, and 48-47. This was not just a fight, it was a monumental moment in combat sports history. And that wasn't the only history made, as One Fight Night 16 saw the General Jonathan Haggerty take on Fabricio Andrade for the vacant Bantamweight Kickboxing World Championship. Haggerty, the Muay Thai striking legend, was able to take out Andrade, whose background is in MMA, in the second round to take home the belt. Woo! That was a lot of excitement this weekend. That was starting from 7 a.m. on Saturday, going all the way to late night in Pattaya. Big events, especially in the Muay Thai and kickboxing field, trying to bring more attention to the biggest sports here in Thailand, which is combat sports. That's definitely what gets the most attention. Buakaw, the legend, Saenchai, friends, but they were not friendly in the cage. That was a very real match, and Buakaw emerged victorious. Congratulations. All right, guys, on to our next story. So Thailand, the government is planning to announce over 40 new drug rehabilitation centers that are set to be released around the kingdom in the coming year. Thailand's public health ministry is advancing the fight against drug addiction by establishing 42 mini Tanyarak drug rehabilitation centers across 27 provinces, with the goal of nationwide coverage by year's end. Under the One Province, One Mini Tanyarak initiative, part of a quick win policy slated for completion within 100 days, these centers will work in collaboration with the Princess Mother National Institute on Drug Abuse and Treatment and 6 regional Tanyarak hospitals. They will not only provide local access to rehabilitation services, but also set treatment standards and offer guidance to those struggling with addiction. The program, which includes repurposing existing hospital buildings and utilizing specially trained staff, will ease the financial and logistical burden on patients seeking help. The ministry ensures service availability through government medical schemes, reinforcing its commitment to curbing drug use and supporting recovery efforts. This is a good news. I mean, drugs are a big problem pretty much anywhere you go in the world, but addressing it as a public health concern rather than an incarceration situation when people are caught with drugs is a big step in the right direction in my book. Addicts are mostly victimizing themselves, and it's important to get them the resources that they need in order to help pull themselves out of these struggles. So good on Thailand. Now, on to our next story. So the coalition government is trying to spark a bit of tourism life into major districts by extending the operating hours for nightlife establishments. So let's see. The Thailand's government, led by Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin, is gearing up to invigorate the domestic tourism and economy by extending the operational hours of nightlife venues, including bars and pubs in Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Chonburi, and Phuket until 4 a.m. starting December 15th. This decision was made after a meeting on an integrated tourism plan where it was announced that the extended hours would initially be for a trial period, the length of which will be determined by relevant agencies. The move is expected to adopt to the dining habits of foreign tourists who tend to eat later and to increase income in the tourism section. The Interior Ministry, along with the security agencies, will oversee zoning and licensing issues while enhancing public safety and drug suppression. Additionally, the government plans to extend operating hours for restaurants that operate like entertainment venues until 2 a.m., with new ministerial regulations pending cabinet approval. The special unit is also being discussed to oversee the inspection of entertainment venues beyond standard operating hours. So I know this is good news for a lot of our viewers, especially our European ones who like to eat late. So it seems like we'll be extending operating hours in the major party centers of Thailand. So that's looking at Phuket, we're in Chiang Mai, we're in Bangkok. And I know that those establishments are going to love that because that means more hours to sort of rake in that tourism cash. So if you're in any of those areas, starting December 15th, the times are changing. You'll be able to stay out a little bit later and have a little more fun. All right, on to our next story. So the government is very busy these days. They've also announced plans to combat pollution with a new Clean Air Act. So the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, or MNRE, of Thailand is poised to combat the country's air pollution crisis with a new Clean Air Act and is currently inviting public feedback on the draft bill until November 13th. This initiative, revealed by the Environmental Minister Police General Kun Pacharavat, will be reviewed by the state agencies on November 16th and is slated to reach the cabinet on November 21st. Targeting the reduction of smoke from forest fires and promoting public-private people partnerships, the act is part of a larger commitment to ensure the right to clean air, underscored by the creation of the Center for Air Pollution Mitigation, or CAPM. This center will provide daily pollution updates and emergency alerts when necessary. Moreover, discussions are underway to form a national committee to prevent wildfire, smog, and haze, and to foster international cooperation on regional pollution. The MNRE also plans to establish operation centers in 17 northeastern provinces next year to implement this agenda at the local level. Concurrently, Bangkok's Environment Department has reported a dangerous rise in PM 2.5 levels, especially during early morning hours. Smog, a continuing issue. I mean, it's a big issue in pretty much every major Asian city, outside of maybe Japan, I think. But pollution is just a part of the process when you're talking development. So, man, and I drive on the roads almost every day, and I feel like I get coughed up smoke on some old bike all the time, too. So clean air is something that we all need. And it needs to be addressed. And now they're talking about wildfires. I'd like to see more talk about emission standards on vehicles that are on the road in Thailand, because I still see some very, very outdated engines that are still coughing up tons of black smoke. Anyways, let's hope something can be done. All right, now on to our next story. So a viral video has brought netizens' attention to the multifaceted role that many teachers are playing around the nation. So a school teacher from Nongbua, Lampu, has become a viral sensation on TikTok after she candidly shared her multifaceted experiences during her first year of teaching, which included not just educating in all subjects, but also carrying out administrative tasks, classroom maintenance, computer repairs, and even doing students' makeup. Kung Rongtiwa video sparked a widespread online discussion, eliciting both amusement and concern, and highlighting the overstretched responsibilities of teachers, especially in rural Thai schools. Her story has resonated with other teachers who share similar burdens and prompted calls for educational reforms to alleviate such pressures. Despite the challenges, Rongtiwa remains positive and satisfied with her job, earning praise for her dedication. The video, marking the anniversary as a civil servant teacher, has drawn attention to the need for systemic improvements to support the well-being of educators like her. Rungtiwa ends her video with a poignant reflection on her commitment. Quote, "Tired, but happy with everything I do, wholeheartedly and devoted." Teachers are angels, okay? Like, it's the third parent, basically, right? Your mom and dad or even grandparents take care of the kids at home, but the kids are in school a lot. And that teacher is a very, very important role model and guide for those students. So if the teacher doesn't have the support from the school and the community to be able to do their job, in the right way, that's going to hurt the outcomes of their students. So I'm a former teacher. This kind of story is very close to my heart. And yeah, they don't get enough attention for the role that they play in all of our lives. I'm sure all of us can think of a teacher that made a significant impact on who we are as people still today. Let's treat them like that. Let's treat them better and make sure that they have the support to carry out these very pivotal roles in students' lives. All right, finally, this is the Tiger, and I actually have some Tiger news for you, as a video of a rare Malayan tiger is sparking interest in netizens' concerns over conservation efforts. So in a Facebook flex that would make any wildlife enthusiast hit like, the Department of National Parks, Wildlife and Plant Conservation, or DNP, of Thailand recently played a real-life game of Where's Waldo with a Malayan tiger in Yala's Banglang National Park. Now known as the stripy influencer Banglang01, this Malayan tiger gave the DNP officials the perfect candid camera moment, all thanks to the Smart Patrol system. Think of it as the big brother of the jungle. While the Indo-Chinese tigers get to strut their stuff in the central and western regions of Thailand, the Malayan tigers have been keeping it low-key in the south, probably to avoid the tourists. The trap cameras, basically the paparazzi of the animal kingdom, are the DNP's way of keeping tabs on who's who in the forest without having to rummage through the underbrush. The Tiger surprise cameo has given conservationists and internet fans alike something to roar about, proving once again that Thailand's national parks are not just about the beautiful scenery, but also about the paws and jaws that call it home. That's nice. It's always nice to see rare sighting of animal. That means the conservation efforts are working, and these animals have a habitat where they can engage in their natural behavior. So Thailand puts a lot of effort in that and puts a lot of emphasis on the wildlife that exists here in the kingdom. So good news, come out to the national parks. Maybe you'll see a tiger. Who knows? All right, everybody, that's it for the updates from around the land of smiles. We'll be with all of our members again tomorrow on Tuesday, with all of our subscribers again on Friday. You can sign up for membership, be with us every single day. But until then, my name is Alex. That has been the Tiger News, and let's get into the comments, see what you guys had to say about everything. All right, where are we at? Hi, what's up, everybody? Hi, Johnny, Scott, Damien, Phil. What's going on, everybody? Woo, woo, woo. Okay, so what do you guys think about the stories? So, go Saenchai. I love we did the press conference for Buakaw and Saenchai, and they were so entertaining. I mean, we're talking about guys, right? They're in their early 40s, so they're not exactly in their prime, but they're not out of their fighting years yet either. So they're towards the end of their career. This is a fight that would have just set the world on fire 10 years ago, when both of them were truly in their prime. But at least the fans got to see it. Better late than never. So I didn't have a pick going into it. I wasn't really sure. I've actually seen Buakaw participate in an exhibition Muay Thai match before, and I wasn't convinced that he had it in him to go all out in a fight. But this BKFC event was a real fight for sure. and they really went at it. And yeah, my card agreed with the judges. I had Buakaw winning. And yeah, it's good. I always like it when a decision is not controversial. We've seen a lot of controversial decisions lately, especially that Tyson Fury Francis Ngannou boxing match. I think a lot of people thought that Tyson Fury maybe didn't pull off that win. People like me. But anyways, it was good to see these two get that big payday and have some fun doing it. All right, what's up, Phil? What else? What were the other stories? How many times have I been to Thailand? Man, I just live here now. That's how much. We do this question at the comedy show. Sometimes our friends ask, how many of you planned on living in Thailand when you first came here? And nobody planned to live here, but then they came here, fell in love, found a way to stay. I am another one of those farangs who found that too. Damien says, where I lived in Pattaya, it never closed if you know where to go. Yeah, I mean, there's so many operations that, yeah, bend the rules, break the rules, and get away with it until they don't. So, yeah, if you're in the know, like Damien is, then maybe you can find some fun 24/7. But officially, those hours will now be extended only to 4 a.m. Yeah, Sick Puppy, giving some support and love to the teacher. Like, that's the... Dude, I've been a teacher too, and you end up being like, you're like role model, your guidance counselor, your educator. I had great bonds with all of my students too. I would play video games with them. I would like I was waited for them to graduate before I got in the games with them. But I maintain a lot of those relationships with my students because they were awesome, and I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the role I played in their lives, and I enjoy seeing them growing up and finding success in their own way. So it kind of scratches the old paternal itch a little bit when you're playing that role, because yeah, as a teacher, I got to tell you, the last thing on my mind was having kids of my own. Pretty crazy. Yeah, New Delhi. You're talking pollution over there, Larry. Yeah, New Delhi. I hear. I've never been to India myself. But boy, have I seen videos and heard complaints about the pollution. I've lived in China, and I would say China's definitely worse than Bangkok is, at least in my experience. But doesn't mean it, like, you know, just because there's a low bar in other places doesn't mean we can't raise the standards here. All right. Bengal tiger, maybe food to it. No, that's okay. But yeah, it is nice to see. I don't know. I'm a tiger. It's the first tiger story I think I've ever covered. So, tick. Scratch that off the list. I've got my tiger bucket list going. All right. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit the like button, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Do all of those things. We'll be back with all of our members tomorrow morning. Until then, good luck surviving Monday. Bye, everybody.